Gabe, I have nothing but the most appreciation of the It Gets Better campaign, but couldn't we use a more inspirational campaign, like what Lady Gaga put out several years ago? Just Dance? The lyrics of that song so clearly demonstrate a battle of fitting in, an adjustment of motion in the face of adversity. I can't help but think the real translation of that song is an emotional response to being differentiated. I cannot think of a better response.
Interesting interpretation. I always thought that song was just about a drunk losing her keys and blacking out on the dance floor. I'm not a big fan of the It Gets Better campaign. How about an if you're going to off yourself anyway, why not take out a few Republicans first campaign?
As long as they are dancing while doing so, I see no problem with that.
Honestly, Josh, my biggest problem with the It Gets Better campaign is that for many queers it only gets worse. It gets worse and worse and worse, and our campaign message is, hello hopelessly depressed gay teenager with no friends or supportive family. Put down the gun for a few minutes so I can show you how fabulous my gay life is. There. Now. Don't you feel better?
I can see your point. We might as well assure them that they will be befriended by a thin, perky, multi-dimensionally red-headed fag hag, like Grace, from Will and Grace, and despite all evidence to the contrary, people will appreciate their individuality and creativeness, and that, once they baptize themselves in glitter, their bodies will immediately manifest the perfection of beauty, just prior to their formal invitation to live the life of a fantasy circuit boy partier, who never has to deal with reality, and is elevated to the epitome of gay fabulousness. Then they can look forward to being the token gay friend of otherwise actually important people, mostly starring in the role of comic relief. Oh, so much hope is evident here. How unimaginable that someone could find this hope vacant.
So 5 years later, when the Nelly little twink is an adult and just as depressed, his suicide will not make the news because adult suicides are not reported. Less visibility hurts our equal rights movement. Perhaps we are better off letting them die as teens. At least their deaths will not be ignored, and their bigot parents will have a much harder time pretending it was not their own fault.
Just Dance.